Billy Lawless. 8 minutes.
Good morning, and welcome, Minister Madigan, on your first visit to the Seanad. As a Galway native, I am extremely proud that Galway, city and county, in consideration with other great cities like Dublin, Wexford, Waterford and Kilkenny, was awarded the City of Culture for 2020. Galway City and County has regularly shown, both through its annual International Arts Festival and twice hosting the Volvo Ocean Race, that not only does it have the capacity, in my view, it is a world beater in the promotion of large-scale cultural and sporting events. The board that has been established to deliver a successful European Capital of Culture for Galway in 2020 comprised of extremely talented individuals with a cross spectrum of experience, and I have no doubt they will make this a global success story. One of the highlights of 2020 is surely to be the ambitious attempt to have 400 Galwegians walking a tightrope over the River Corrib and beat a world record. But you will be relieved to hear, Minister, I won't be one of them. I think I'll give up on that one. In and of itself, this event is a unique spectacle, which I think rightly promotes Galway as a place of adventure and risk-taking. Of course, the express purpose of the concept of City of Culture is not just to entertain and promote Galway as a tourist destination. It is also a way of demonstrating the use of culture as a means for regional development, and this is something which I wholeheartedly support. The three themes of Galway's bid were language, landscape and migration. The latter, of course, is one which is so close to my heart. A significant portion of the over 100-page bid book that ultimately proved successful included their concept of ship to shore, which focused on projects that will develop long-term, tangible, translocal connections that highlight and explore shared European themes. I hope this aspect of Galway 2020, while acknowledging it is the European culture or capital of culture, does not just confine itself to the shared local connections across Europe, but also extend to the United States, where a vast Galwegian immigrant population resides. I also welcome that, as well as connecting migrant links, there is a focus on the new citizens of Galway, city and county, as Ireland has become a nation of immigrants over the past 2 decades. A portion of the bid book reads, Galway has known immigration for centuries. More recently, there has been an increase of immigrants to the region from all around the world, particularly from Europe. This ebb and flow of human movement has created mixed emotions, not least a sense of uncertainty and displacement. Few people are entirely alone. Those that come and those that leave bring with them a connectedness to where they have come from. So our displaced Galway and European people become remote extensions of their native cultures, creating a rich network for communication and influence. Galway 2020 is already tapping into the potential of these migratory links to Europe, so as to develop projects which will integrate those who have recently arrived and those who have been left behind. While lofty in its language and aspiration, it reflects entirely a political view which I support and which I believe a vast proportion of both citizens at home and abroad share, that the story of Ireland's migration is intimately intertwined with our development into a diverse cultural and ethnic nation. And this has been reflected in how we celebrate Galway as a European capital of culture. And this celebration should correlate to our advocacy for the undocumented abroad and our compassion for those at home. As you may be aware, I am privileged to serve as co-president of the Galway Committee of the Chicago Sister Cities International. And the Galway Committee in Chicago has been contributing to the culture of Galway for many years in many ways. And some recent examples are, in 2003, the Galway Committee opened a photo exhibit, Images of Chicago, a spectacle of urban life at the water's edge, which was the first exhibit at the new Galway City Museum. These photos were gifted to the City of Galway. And in 2007, Ireland's City of Galway gifted the Grania sculpture to Chicago. Its dedication was presided over by Mayor Richard Daly and Galway Mayor Tom Costello. Irish artist Maurice Harn created his elegant bronze statue, which stands in a park directly across from the centre doors of the historic Old St Patrick's Church. This is the church where all the immigrants, the Irish immigrants, first looked towards when they arrived into Chicago from the west of Ireland. And in May 2014, a large delegation from Chicago to travel to Galway for the dedication of the Circle of Life National Organ Donor Commemorative Garden. The Galway Committee of Chicago Sister Cities was a major sponsor of this garden, and the garden remembers and gives thanks for the generosity of spirit of over 2,500 people in Ireland who have given the gift of life through organ donation. The Circle of Life Commemorative Garden was established by Dennis and Martina Goggin, parents of Eamon Goggin, a young County Galway man from Spiddle, who was involved in a fatal car crash in 2006 and became an organ donor. This garden in Salthill has become a major attraction in the west of Ireland, serving as an inspirational setting, celebrating the lives of organ and tissue donors and their recipients, while offering the public a place of beauty, inspiration, healing and hope. Of all the initiatives between the two cities, this is the one I am personally most proud of. During this same visit, an additional gift from the Chicago Committee to Galway City, the stainless steel umbrella for peace sculpture by Chicago-Irish-American artist Matt Lamb was unveiled adjacent to City Hall. The initiatives, Minister, I just described were all facilitated by the wonderful relationship that exists between Galway and Chicago and have served to augment Galway's reputation as an authentic city of culture. I wish them all the encouragement and success that I can muster, and I will personally do all that I can to ensure that, at least within the immigrant community in the US, if another Irish gathering cannot be had in 2020, at least we will have a Galway one. And Minister, I hope Galway 2020 presents an opportunity for families to rekindle and diversity to be celebrated. As ever, I have no doubt that Galway, city and county, will make Ireland proud. Thank you very much, Minister.